My name is Ayaz.
My name is Sam, and I'm breaking down barriers.
And I am breaking down barriers.
How do you put advocacy into practice?
When I think of how I advocate, I always start off with the friendly approach of, I need to let you know that I am a person with sight loss, these are my rights. I think that when you find that your rights have been violated and you need to look at dealing with an advocacy situation, step one is figuring out what exactly is the situation. What is the right that has been violated? Is this something that is because you are blind, because you have a guide dog, because of some other situation? Figure out exactly what it is that is the issue, and then figure out what you want to do about it.
So definitely talking about advocacy is really, really important, but it's also very important to actually put it in action. So that's one of the things that I try to do, at times successfully, at other times not so much.
The steps I used for advocacy is first, informing people, second, showing people, third, demonstrating how I can do it with the right pieces in place.
What steps do you take to resolve your advocacy issue?
When I advocate, as I escalate, things get, I use different tools. So I start out with the information sharing, direct one-on-one. If that doesn't work, then I move to working with that person's supervisor or as a company as a whole, phone calls and emails.
Raising awareness with the public can be done through your website, social media, radio, TV, things like that. But in the end, you really want to meet with the people. An email to get that meeting, with a request, and then that actual face-to-face meeting, can't beat it.
So I like to spread my message several ways. One type of advocacy that I like to do is what I think of as backdoor or inadvertent advocacy. So doing a marathon or some form of athletic event like Ironman, or where you're out there and people see you doing something that they cannot understand that a blind person can do. That's advocacy.
Who can help you resolve your advocacy issue?
I think, again, it comes back to knowing your community. Who are the leaders within your community? And who should I be taking a particular issue to?
Bringing your issue to your colleagues, bringing your issues to your family may not solve the problem. It might help you blow off some steam, but in the end, you really have to go to the decision makers. Contacting decision makers means picking up the phone, do it in the morning when they're not so busy, sending an email, following up a few days later. But it's all about follow-up. It's all about being polite, but a little bit pushy.
What changes are being made or should be made to help Canadians who are blind or partially sighted?
I think that laws need to have more enforcement tools. Right now, across Canada, there are still some provinces where their provincial guide dog access laws have a fine of a maximum of $500. And that's just not enough.
Many changes are being made in Canada at the municipal, provincial, and federal level to help persons with sight loss. Those changes are not only physical, but also attitudinal changes.
If low vision and blind people are going to participate more fully in society, to really contribute to the full capacity, we need to make sure that the mainstream technologies out there, the knowledge sharing, the communication technologies are really accessible. So when we come along with our access technologies, we can merge right on there and do our thing. My name is Lawrence.
My name is Robbie.
My name is Diane, and I'm breaking down barriers.
And I'm breaking down barriers.
And I'm breaking down barriers.
For more information, contact your local CNIB office or go to cnib.ca for some advocacy training tools.
Funding for this project was provided through a grant from Novartis Pharma Canada Inc.